Princess Dee
Hey,
Dee's
Suicida. Sorry. Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast with Kata Ibushi versus Zack Sabre Jr. The match that could have happened but didn't because WWE and stuff. Still don't understand why, but whatever. But I'm the only one who went all out because it's the finals, and these two one lazy because I can't, the other one will yell at me. We got the semi-finals for the Cruiserweight Classic Championship of the world.
This one?
And
this one? Is this one?
Do
I have the right one?
Nah.
Did I get the right one this time?
Yeah.
That one's not purple enough. Nah.
It's blue.
See, I said it was blue, and he was like, nah, it's purple.
It's purple.
That's blue.
Why would it be blue? That makes no sense. Purple is the theme of the color of the tournament, so why would they make it blue?
It's blue. It's like...
It's not blue. It's purple.
I have pictures to prove it.
It's purple. I'm sticking with it.
Go to DD_Amy_Miley, and you will see that it's blue.
Yeah, it's a blue championship on Raw because they fucked up. Anyway, let's get into the semi-finals. That's really hard to say. Semi-finals. We got Grand Metallic versus Zack Sabre Jr. Oh, what a phenomenal match! Beautiful opening kick by
Metallic.
I heard a distraction and I got distracted. I'm turning more into Michael Cole than I am Morrow.
Oh.
Gotta think Morrow. Nice drop kick into a suicide. I'm not gonna. It was a suicide dive. I don't even think he said it.
No, he said Tope Suicida.
I don't think he did in the first one.
He did.
I don't think so.
It's like his signature line.
All right, okay. It was a drop kick into a Tope Suicida. Then that was a little bit too much of JR. I'm just gonna be myself. But incredible match. Part of me kind of wanted it to be a submission match because I was like, there's so many submissions. Why don't we make it a submission match? But it wasn't. And I don't understand why Zack Sabre Jr. did not win this match and the championship, but this match in general. I like Grand Metallic. I do. He's a good guy, even though he's fat. He's fat.
Terrible. And DJ, you're wrong. I see the tweet. It popped up on my screen.
That's right. Look at the video. It's specifically purple. Because if you look at his tights, TJ Perkins' tights are blue. And if you look at the title, it's not the same color.
DJ, do you know how many forms of blue there are in the world?
That doesn't matter. It's still purple. The title is purple. I saw your tweet. I saw it. And it looks blue in your tweet. But it's purple in the video. So it changes colors. It's the title of many colors.
So, Casey. Or Morrow, or Cole, or JR.
I'm Casey, Morrow, Cole, R.
Ross?
Morrow, Cole, Ross. Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast with Morrow, Cole, Ross. That's my ring name is Morrow, Cole, Ross. I'm gonna start that now. DJ, talk about this incredible opening match that had the wrong winner. Or don't talk about this incredible match that had the wrong winner. DJ's protesting it too. DJ, say word.
Who's going first, though? I didn't know who was going first because you cut out for a second.
I said it like...
You cut out for a second. When you cut out and I can't hear you, that's how it works. When you cut out and I didn't hear what you said, that's how it works.
Hey, Amy, did you hear what I said?
Yeah, you said, DJ, what do you think of this phenomenal match?
With the wrong
winner.
The wrong winner. Sorry, with the wrong winner.
Yeah, with the wrong winner.
She didn't even hear you. She didn't even say it right. Anyway, I enjoyed this match, though. I thought it was an amazing match. I loved how Metalik got off to the fast start. Every time anyone gets off to a fast start and starts like going for pins, I'm like, it's over every time. I think it's because of Cena. Cena does it to me every time with that AA and then the pin, and that's what it is. So every time it happens, I have to do it. Um, and I was just loving the different submissions, especially by Sabre. I was enjoying it. And then I love that it kind of turned into like a physical striking match. I was like, that's pretty cool. I like that. Um, and then when Metallic won, I was like, wait, what? Hold up, what? Wait, what? I was really surprised. I did not expect him to win. I expected at least Zack Sabre or Kata Ibushi to go to the finals. One of the two, if not both of them. But when Metalik lost, I mean, when he won, I was like, wait, what? Hold up. But this was just a good match. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of different things in it. But I I understand why they went the route they did. As far as the finals are concerned, that you can save that match for later, and you can save that match for a pay per view that you're promoting all the crap. To be honest, and they're gonna save this for like probably one of the big four more than likely. Um, I could see them doing that, especially with the star power between them. I could see them doing that, but definitely thought it was a good match. A lot of different things that kind of happened. I felt like the crowd really gained a lot of respect for Metallic in this match, just in general, just throughout the match. Even if he was gonna lose, I was like, I feel like he gained a lot of respect. Um, but man, I just enjoyed this match. I thought it was a good way to kind of open the show. I don't know if you guys caught this though. When they showed the bracket the very first time, they had like two semifinal brackets. So they had like the semifinals here, then they had them again. I just thought it was weird. I don't know if any of you noticed that, but I just thought it was kind of weird. But anyway, I thought the match was really good though.
All right. Amy, what did you think of Zachary Sabre Jr.
Oh Lord.
versus Grand Metalik?
You mean Zack Sabre Jr.? I'll help
Zachary
you out there.
Sabre, that's what I said.
Ugh. It was a phenomenal match. Like DJ said, I understand where they're going, but there's also rumors that Ibushi, Kota Ibushi, and Zack Sabre Jr. won't sign with the WWE. So if those rumors are true, then that really makes sense. But it could go both ways if they do sign. If they do sign, then that's a definite major pay-per-view you want to save that match for. And if they're not signing, well, why have one of them as your champion? Makes sense.
I could see that happening though. I could see them not wanting to sign just because of because I feel like you have a thought process about how WWE is going to treat you coming in.
Right.
These two are obviously two of the best in the world, so they're not gonna they're not gonna settle for not being used properly. They're not gonna waste their time.
Right.
Even doing.
And not to mention, it sucks because the Cruiserweight Classic is so good, but we're not going to see those quality of matches on Monday Night Raw every Monday. Maybe on a pay-per-view we're lucky, but the quality goes down, match time goes down. When the hype goes down, good lord, we're lucky if that title and that division will still be there. But their match I thought was phenomenal. Grand Metalik with a very quick start, with the kick and then the senton. I should see that over the rope, and then hitting a springboard senton right back. But then Sabre Jr. was able to slow it down by attacking the neck methodically, which made sense.
You almost said it right.
Oh, shut up. But they hit some ridiculously technical submissions, which I loved. And I could see where Casey's talking about wanting it to be a submission match. I mean, Zach hit a head scissors into a leg bend and a modified dragon sleeper out of nowhere. Did not see that coming. But and then Grand Metalik had the hammerlock head scissors triangle chokehold submission, which is ridiculously phenomenal. And you kind of only see some of those in at least that combination is really only a mixed martial arts setting, really. You don't see it in professional wrestling too much. Not unless you're in Mexico, then that's one of their one of their standard modified submissions. But the reverse sling blade into a running shooting star press by Graham Metalik, I thought was pretty great. The ridiculous amount of moves that they put in here that we don't get to see. A Totoro guillotine with a body scissors combination, a penalty kick, like Zack Sabre Jr. went all David Beckham on Graham Metalik with that penalty kick. Ooh, boy. Poor man. Poor man. But, where is it? And then the most random thing, Graham Metalik hits a springboard, but gets put into a triangle chokehold with a modified armbar by Zack Sabre Jr. Where the hell did that come from? Who thinks of that? Who? I steal the New Day. And then Graham Metalik was able to hit that into a pin, and not that long after, he hits the Metalik driver for the win. I kind of wish they would have had Zack kick out at that point and do like maybe one or two more moves and then have him win just for this, dramatic suspense and have him hit that move, the Metalik driver, more than once. But I thought it was great. So many moves I love. But that's why I love Cruiserweight wrestling is it's a style, it's more of a technical and tactical style of wrestling that we don't get to see. We mainly see power and speed. And DJ, what are you laughing at? Are you laughing at Casey or me?
Casey's face.
Okay.
The same face
he's got that like bug-eyed face, I know. But next up is got to be one of his favorite matches to try and pronunciate. Let me speak Casey language here. Pronunciation. Not pronunciation. Pronunciation.
I love her, even though she can't pronounce Zack Sabre Jr.'s name correctly.
You're not even pronouncing it the way you usually pronounce it, so hush it.
Zack Sabre
Jr.
There.
Zack Sabre Jr. Sorry. I was trying to, Anyway, moving on. We got Kata Ibushi versus Theodore James Perkins. I assume that's I assume. I actually have it on personal authority that is his name, Theodore James Perkins. Look it up.
Excuse me while I Google this.
It's Theodore James. It's Theodore James Perkins. Anyway, so we open up this match. Theodore James blocks one of Ibushi's opening kicks.
Oh my god!
Is it? Is it
Teddy James?
Theodore James. I knew it. Theodore James Perkins. And you think I don't do my journalistic research and journalism?
Well, it's Teddy James.
It's okay. Short for Theodore.
No, actually, it's just Teddy.
It's Theodore.
And no, really, it's just Teddy.
No, it's really.
But who had a belated birthday on the 3rd? Happy belated birthday, TJ.
Happy belated birthday, Theodore. So Theodore, as I was saying, are you on? Hi, DJ Mama. Hi, DJ Mama. Oh, I assumed. Hi, DJ Mama. Anyway, like I was saying, Theodore blocked one of Ibushi's opening kicks and immediately regretted it. Even I was like, you shouldn't have done that. You should not have done that. That was a bad idea. A great match. I just don't understand and why we were supposed to get Kata Ibushi versus Zack Sabre Jr. We didn't get Kata Ibushi versus Zack Sabre Jr. And that makes me upset. That makes me upset that we didn't get Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kata Ibushi. Very upset. Hashtag divorce.
Yes.
What did you think of Theodore James Perkins versus Kata Ibushi.
Um, I definitely enjoyed this match. I was excited for this match. And even as much like the fan in me was cheering for T.J. Perkins, but like I know everything wrestling person in me was like, obviously he's not gonna win because we've seen Kata Ibushi on freaking NXT multiple times, and it was supposed to be assumed that he's, if not signed, gonna be signed to like a huge deal for WWE. So I was really kind of upset coming into this match, but the fan in me would not allow me to give up hope. So I cheered with all my might for TJ Perkins in this match. I love the checking of the kicks. I thought that was, it was something that was unique. We haven't seen it in the entire tournament. So I thought it was definitely a smart move and kind of showed that he's been kind of, researching his stuff. He's been kind of watching the other matches. So I definitely like that. The reversal of the Golden Triangle moonsault I thought was freaking pretty cool. And then the way the commentators kind of played up how Ibushi fell out the ring. This man's kicks. I am done. I'm done with this man's kicks. They're too much. They're too much for me. He got to calm down on the kicks. That's Kata. They just too. Oh my goodness. And then the moonsault gets reversed into the knee bar. I was like, oh okay. Every time the knee bar was in, I was like, tap. I was like trying to get this man to tap, and he just wouldn't. He just wouldn't do it. Love the Pele in the corner. The love that the powerbomb got reversed into the DDT, and then into that face buster. I thought, I guess it was a gut buster. It kind of ended up being a face buster for a long too. I like that. A lot of these counts in these matches were really long, which is definitely a good thing. The Pele reversed into the knee bar again. I like that Perkins was relentless with the knee bar. He wasn't joking around in any of his matches tonight, and he was pretty relentless with the knee bar. He was gonna go for it no matter what, which I thought would actually be his downfall. From a kind of psychology standpoint, that would be his downfall. Him going for the same thing over and over again would be the thing that would take him out. But the sit down last ride and somehow Perkins kicks out. Like I was freaking out after that because I thought it was over because that's how he's ended most of his matches, if not all of his matches. But I thought it was over just because that's been a pretty common finish for Ibushi, or Ibushi, sorry. And then when he reversed the knee bar, I was like, no. They're near the end, and then he goes for the power bomb again. He gets reversed into the knee bar, and I was like, wow. The kind of alternative version of the knee bar with a little chin lock there at the kind of the front there, but I liked it. I was like, man, it was nice to see Perkins have to like kind of pull out all the stops in this match to get the win. He was kind of viewed as the underdog in this match. And this match had me on the edge of my seat, which was nice. I was going to be happy either way. Obviously, I picked TJ Perkins to win from the very beginning. But I thought there was going to be some form or fashion where he lost and I was going to be upset. But, he won this match, and I was excited for the finals. I didn't know how it was going to go, though, because a little bit of me was thinking, obviously, Metallic is one of those guys who I feel like WWE fans, especially if you're just a WWE fan, has gotten accustomed to with a high-flying guy and with a cruiserweight. So I was kind of thinking he might win. But, I definitely, and I'll talk about it since I've talked a lot about this match. I'll talk about it a little bit more when we get to the match. But I definitely understand where they were going with this.
All right. Well, I like your points there. Amy, what did you think of Kata Ibushi and Theodore James Perkins?
Kota Ibushi versus TJP. I thought it was a great match. It had a very technical start, which I thought was nice and different from the previous match, which had a rapid start. This was nice. TJP checking Kota's kicks was pretty cool, actually. Showed a different confidence level, cockiness almost. Like, no, you're not going to do this. He checked him about 3 times. And then this Kota was hitting, not only was he doing kicks, though, he was hitting missile drop kicks, whether they were springboard missile drop kicks from the top turnbuckle or just a standing drop kick. He found about 3 to 4 different forms of it, and I thought it was they were nice and very technical and on point, which were pretty cool. But TJP came back with some dragon screw leg takedowns to help weaken up that knee, but Kota Ibushi, with those bloody kicks, pulled out a Daniel Bryan kick set pretty much when he had him up against it. Literally just pretty much pulled out Daniel Bryan. The crowd was going yes. And then that final one, whoo, buddy. Good lord. But blocking the moonsault with the counter, with the knee bar counter, the relentlessness and the aggression from TJP was a nice change from the cocky Lena Dab version of TJP. I love the seriousness from him in the semifinals and finals. I honestly thought Kota might have had it with the German suplex into the bridge, because that's another form that he was using to try and win matches, was that German. Yichi. Pele kicks, reversals into knee bars. I swear there was only like one Pele kick that actually connected with the man. I didn't think it was going to happen, but I loved it. It created so much tension. You had no idea who was going to win it at that point. I like that it wasn't just one finisher to take down either guy. I thought that would have been such a disrespect to them, because they're too talented of wrestlers, to say, oh, knee bars in, tap, 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 up, Golden Star Bomb, 1, 2, 3. No. It's the semifinals. That would have just been straight disrespect to them, I think. But the bloody kick to the head, that final kick to the head, to where Kota goes for the Golden Star Bomb, reverses it into knee bar, which is with the chin lock. But the chin lock was a version kind of like what's his name? Brian Kendrick's bully choke. You pull up underneath the chin, pull up, extend the back. Great work of the surgically repaired neck, and you put pressure on that back on top of the pressure you have on that knee, because he bends it forward. And TJP, when he does that knee bar, he's got a double lock. So not only is that leg locked once, but it's locked twice, where you got pressure on the chin and the back. It's a very, very painful technical submission for the win. I thought it was a great finish. I'm glad it just wasn't the knee bar to do it out. I'm glad that he had to pull every trick in the book to make Kota tap out, because honestly, if it was just a knee bar, that's kind of, I think for the semifinals, that would have been just a little too disrespectful to the caliber that those two men have, the ring IQ, the veteranness, even though Perkins is, he's only, 28 maybe?
Yeah.
I think.
I wonder, I liked it too, because it did play into the fact that it was the semifinal, which I
Right.
thought was nice. It played into the fact that, they've gotten deep into this tournament. And there's a reason. Like, it made it seem like there's a reason why they've gotten deep into this tournament, because you beat them with just one move. Like,
yeah.
Well,
that's
why
like
are you
a
here?
round one. Yeah, that's like a round one type thing.
That's true. I agree. I agree. I already forgot my ring name. Was it Cole?
Morrow Cole Ross.
Morrow Cole Ross. It's
Lawler.
a new gimmick. I'm working on it. Morrow Cole Ross. But anyway, moving on a little bit. Apparently, we found out tonight that Sasha Banks and Jack Gallagher are the same person, which explains my love for both of them. They are the same person, even though they were sitting next. I don't know. I don't know. Any thoughts on the ringside WWE superstars, or the fact that they can't get the freaking name right?
I wonder, was that supposed to clue in like who's getting signed? Because I know we kind of see the same people over and over again.
I hope Sasha
Jack
Banks.
Gallagher's already said he's on his way. He tweeted.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, who's going to Raw? Like, not necessarily who's getting signed, but who's going to Raw? Who's going to be in the actual division?
I hope that Sasha Banks is signed. I do.
Sasha Banks is she's gonna be in the cruiserweight division. That's what's happening. They're actually gonna combine the cruiserweights and the women's division into one.
That would be
It's happening,
awesome.
right?
Some of those
Right?
women could take them on.
I don't know. I definitely like it though. It kind of shows that there's still a little bit, there's still a lot of fandom within being a superstar, which is kind of cool because you don't always see it with every superstar, but I think they've really done it with some of the younger ones. It seems like now some of the younger ones, but I definitely thought it was pretty cool. I was so confused on why they put Gallagher up there for Sasha Banks. I don't know if maybe he probably got just got mixed up or got like a cue that they were going to do it in the opposite direction. They didn't, more than likely, or I think he just put it up too soon. I don't even know if he was thinking. He probably just put it up too soon. He was probably like, it's going to be Gallagher. Click. Oh. Like,
All right, Amy. Any thoughts on the fact that Jack Gallagher and Sasha Banks are the same person?
She's a boss. That's all it said.
That is true. That is true. That's right. Moving on. Mauro Cole Ross here again, just in case you didn't know, you're tuned into the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an Instant Classic. It's gonna be my new thing. I'm just gonna remind you midway through the show that you are watching the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an Instant Classic. Moving on, we got a tag team match. Noam Dar.
Scheduled for one fall.
Scheduled for one fall. With a 30, I don't know how much the time limit was. I wasn't paying attention.
It's like 15.
With a 15-minute time limit, Noam Dar and Cedric Alexander versus Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Team DIY. Great tag team match. The team of Noam Dar and Cedric seemed a little bit off to me for some reason. I know DJ, my esteemed co-host, was Snapchatting me on the Snapchat machine and said that it was a little weird. He thought it was a different team, and I thought it was a different team too. But hey, it's WWE. Speaking of it being WWE, I was surprised this wasn't a Fatal 4-Way tag team match, because that would be something that WWE would do. Triple threat, Fatal 4-Way. They like those things. Quantity over quality. But, and they're not even paying attention.
I am.
Uh-huh.
You're talking about triple threat and Fatal 4-Way quality, because that's what WWE likes to do. You're surprised it wasn't a Fatal 4-Way tag team match. Next.
I think she's hosting the show.
You want to doubt my skills? I deal with about 200 people on a daily basis that I have to pay attention to, and my surroundings. I can multitask.
All right. Well, since, you have so much paying attention skills, what'd you think of the match?
Me and my paying attention skills over here actually loved it. Not only because I'm a ridiculously huge fan of Johnny Gargano from Cleveland, Johnny Wrestling, Cleveland boy, and Ciampa, the psycho killer.
Jonathan Gargano. And sorry.
I thought the combination of Dar and Cedric, much love, was actually a pretty good one. They're both young, up-and-coming talent, both ridiculously talented, went over well with the crowd before in their matches, so I thought that was a great combination. They actually work decently well together. They're both exciting in their own right. But, of course, the veteranship of Gargano and Ciampa showed tonight. Holy reversals. That's 90% what I saw was reversal this, reversal that, in the first 3 minutes of that match, which was pretty cool, actually, how they were doing those. Cedric does damn near perfect missile drop kick. That was pretty nice. And then there comes chopping Johnny Gargano with those hard Ric Flair like chops. Oh, wow. And here's a new one for you. The Tope Con Hero by Cedric Alexander.
Tope Con Hero.
There you go. That was I thought that was really good. 20 with the second rope flipped over. But Johnny Gargano came back with a nice over the head belly to belly slam or throw, whichever one people prefer. Two different words, so. But Johnny and Ciampa showed their veteranship in tag team work as well. You saw their cohesion with the electric chair super kick that they do, and how they had no Andar fall. Oh, that poor man. But it looked like he could have like snapped the neck on that fall. But other than the massive counters, you saw Dar and Cedric pull off what they could together as a tag team. And then individually, they're just great. Dar had a pretty cool ankle lock into the knee bar. His knee bar. He starts off with an ankle lock, then goes into a knee bar. But then when he's in his knee bar, he will continuously hit you with his and strike you with his foot, which is an effective way as well. But Cedric had a very nice brain buster. Thought that might have ended it for a while. But in the end, it came down to the double knee attack and then the double super kick by Team DIY for the win. Yay! And early congratulations to Johnny because he is getting married later on this month to his fiance. So congrats.
Yes, to his fiance, not to somebody else.
Candice Delray. And he's got a going away a match in Absolute Intense Wrestling in Cleveland, Ohio coming up. So I'm going to go see that.
All right. DJ, what did you think of Noam Dar, Cedric Alexander, and Jonathan Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa?
The first thing I noticed was how amazing, like, the chemistry in this match was. Just because, like, we 3 of the 4 of these guys have been in Ring of Honor, which was pretty cool. I just thought that was kind of funny. In the super kick kind of falling body drop by DIY, I like that. I thought that was cool. I was like, what are they gonna do here? And in this match, you did not want to be near an apron at all. Like if you were a fan and you just happen to get a seat too close, like, look out, because you're gonna get hit with a running knee, a kick, something. Like, oh my! And even Alexander was throwing the knees. Like that man was out there throwing the knees too. I'm like, goodness, I don't want to be in this match. The drop kick in the corner by Alexander when Ciampa was kind of just crushed in the corner. I don't even know how to describe what was going on in that corner, but his head was like tucked in. Oh, that was beautiful. Just everything about it was beautiful. And then obviously they got the win, which made sense. Was that a 3 count on that? I know, like, it was.
Okay, that's what I was looking at. But when you look at it, and I've watched the rest, when it comes down for the 3, his hand doesn't flush hit the mat. It's his fist, and he's pulling up. So that's when they stop. If they can't stop their hand fast enough, they'll lock their fist and pull up. So that's technically not their 3 count.
Okay. I was wondering about that because I just want y'all to know we killed Eva for something similar to this.
Oh.
A while back. Oh, we killed. No, I didn't. Casey did. Killed Eva, but I didn't hear anything about anything in this match. I'm just saying. But we killed Eva because LOL, it's Eva.
All read everything.
I just thought it was kind of ironic and a little funny.
Well,
it took me a minute though. I had to watch like the second replay to catch how his hand was coming down.
Well, if Casey was here, maybe he would have a comeback to that. But I am Mauro Cole Ross, so I also agree that all red everything is all red trash.
No.
But we're not gonna talk about that. We're not. She is not in this show.
All right, everything's amazing.
Let's move on to the finals. The finals with your host, Marlo Cole Ross, and my esteemed co-hosts, DJ and Avocado. I'm sorry, Dollar Beal and Avocado. So, moving on.
Hashtag divorce from both of y'all. Both of y'all personalities. Not you, DJ. You know who I'm talking to.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. I'm
divorcing the Casey and divorcing the Marlo Cole Ross.
All right. She loves me. Theodore James Perkins versus Grand Metalik. Theodore James fell on his ass during his entrance, and I'm not just saying this and pointing it out because I'm angry that Zack Sabre,
lost.
Kata Ibushi, did not win. They didn't lose. They just didn't win. They
lost on the same night.
They just didn't win. They just didn't win. That's not a loss when you're that good. That is not a loss. But anyway, right before the match, Triple H just comes right out and pedigrees everybody. That would have been good, but no, he didn't.
Is it bad though? Like, before you get into that, is it bad that a little bit of me wanted to see Triple H pedigree someone and then somebody just win? Is it bad? Like, I was just expecting it because I was like, this is Triple H, and like he pedigrees people. So
I was expecting something like that, but no, he comes out and cuts a promo because you couldn't have done that before their entrances and before they were ready for the match and before. Tonight I saw the reason why DJ hates Triple H. I saw it. I figured it out. But he does unveil the blue championship. That is blue. It's blue. The color of it is blue. Very blue. Which makes sense because, it's a Raw championship. So, make it blue. Make it blue. But, he just needs to shut up and get out of the ring so we could start this match. And I'm going to be the first one to say it. I don't like the title. Don't like it. Nope, don't like it. Don't like it at all. Reminds me too much of, like, a boxing championship for some reason. I don't know why. It's a weird shape. And the huge WWE, and unless you look really close, you can't even tell that it says Cruiserweight Championship on it or anything. But finally, we get to the match. Good match. Grand Metalik. I'm a fan. He went for a tope suicida and just missed. Just completely. I think he hit TJP's arm. But other than that, just floor. That man floored it, literally. That man just floored it. I hope he's okay. But I'm not even going to talk about this match because it should have been Kata Ibushi and Zack Sabre Jr. DJ, what'd you think of not Kata Ibushi and Zack Sabre Jr.?
I'm excited. Sorry, people.
I was very excited. Just because it kind of
so many more viewers. We're gonna get so many more viewers because of Marlo Cole Ross. Just throwing it out there. Sorry, DJ. Sorry, I had to argue with my wife.
I can see. I was excited though. I was excited just going in because I felt like. The thing about this tournament is there have been a lot of matches where you really didn't know which way it was going to go. I understood what they were going for. I can finally reveal why I understood it. Because I think Grand Metalik is the prototype for what WWE fans have seen, especially the just WWE fan has seen as a cruiserweight. And TJ Perkins has enough personality to carry the title. So I definitely understood their reasoning, and if so, they can save the other match for a bigger pay per view. But to the match, I enjoyed it. I thought it started off pretty slow, but I was still enjoying it. It felt like Metalik couldn't keep up with TJ Perkins. Um, the I love when Metalik kicked the leg just right from underneath TJ Perkins and sent him, kind of falling to the outside. I thought that was pretty cool. I also love the inverted surfboard stretch by Metalik. Always love the submission wrestling. I hope that it's definitely a thing to kind of keep, especially for certain cruiserweights. Not all of them need to be submission proficient, but we at least need to have a little bit. We need to have some be kind of submission specialist and others kind of be the high flying. So it's not just all high flying and everybody's like, oh my God, look, they're so fun to watch. I just think they need to incorporate all the different styles that cruiserweights really have, like they did with this tournament. And a lot of times I think with WWE they'll turn it into, oh, all they can do is high fly because they're so fun to watch. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But I love that TJ Perkins did kind of turn up this showmanship just a little bit in this match. I caught it with the headstand in the corner. I felt like it was a little bit of a showy move. I thought he was going to get super kicked right there. I think somebody did. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Perkins in one of the earlier rounds, but somebody got super kicked out of that before. The Hurricane Rana to the outside by Perkins was amazing, and then freaking Metalik was like, I can do better, and like hurdles the doggone top rope and Hurricane Rana's Perkins to the outside. I was like, how? How did you do that? Teach me. Teach me so I can hurt myself. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, that was so freaking crazy. And then the shooting star press into the knee bar. Once again, that was Perkins' main thing in this match too. Worked the knee, which is smart for a guy like Metalik since he is a more of a high flying type guy. But you can also see that in this match, you can see that he can do a lot more than that. He's also very technical and very well versed in submissions. Into the knee bar, and then Metalik, after a while, he ended up going for a leverage pin. I was a little upset because people know I don't like leverage pins, and to end this tournament with a leverage pin, I would have been highly upset. I don't know how many people would have been upset because it would have been like a kind of a shocking type thing, but I would have been upset personally to see it end on that. But I think it was good for drama wise. Metalik after what was that? The Metalik driver that seemed like it could end it all. He hits that and then he sells the knee, so he can't pin right away. And then I love how Metalik just tried to beat the fight out of Perkins. I thought that showed a different style of Metalik. I thought it was definitely really cool to watch. Metalik kind of change his game once the knee started hurting. Why go back to it? It was actually very smart psychologically. Why in the world would you go back to your high flying style? He didn't go back to it. I don't think not one more high flying move. It didn't feel like. So why go back to it when your knees hurting and cost yourself the match? So I like that he kind of went to a more brawling style. And then he tries to go for the Metalik driver off the top rope or top turnbuckle, and it gets reversed into a knee bar, and TJ Perkins ends up getting the win off of that. I just enjoyed this match. I thought and he did it. He did it, by the way. Let me just let you know. He did it. If you go back and watch the predictions, you can go all the way to the end, and it says, and it's me. It's me saying TJ Perkins is going to win the whole thing. He's like, no, he's not. He's not going to win. He's not that good. He's not going to win. What did he do? He won. He won the purple title. Anyway, but I don't know. It's purple. But we're gonna fight this until the day is just ends, and then tomorrow we're still gonna be fighting this. But I enjoyed this match. I thought it was a good final match. It started off kind of slow, which kind of surprised me. I would have expected them to have the start that Metalik had against Zack Sabre, whatever we call him. I would have expected that, but they didn't. But I definitely thought it was a good match. And I see, I think TJ Perkins as Cruiserweight champion is smart, just because he has enough of a character right now. He's not because if you bring in Metalik as the first champion, he's going to be that typical guy to the WWE fans, especially like the just main WWE fans. He's gonna be that typical cruiserweight guy, and he doesn't speak English, so and WWE fans do not like that. If you haven't noticed, if you can't speak any English at all, they're not gonna trust you. They're not gonna let you do anything. It's kind of like he's kind of a hardcore fan type of a guy, in my opinion. But Perkins is good to kind of show a little bit of character, build on some storylines because obviously there's going to be storylines behind this. But I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with this first championship match because I feel like it's going to be defending that Clash of Champions. If it isn't, they drop the ball. And I'm
Him and
wondering
Sammy.
what kind of that would be smart. I wonder, kind of what they're gonna do. But with not a lot of time, I wonder. I mean, obviously that would be easy to build. I was wondering if they would bring back Metalik and kind of have like a rematch or something, just because they don't have a lot of time. I think it's that next Sunday
It's like a
after
week
next
or
Monday, right?
two.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, it's still not enough time to build anything really. But I'm definitely excited to see what's gonna happen. I think I'm excited that Perkins won. I was like, wow, that really surprised me. The whelps on his chest was like just battle wounds, which was freaking amazing. Probably not amazing for him, but just amazing to see how much he put his body through just to win this tournament. It makes this tournament feel that much more important. I hope they bring it back in some form or fashion. They should bring this back. The only reason I think they would turn it into a pay-per-view is because I don't know if they want to put in the amount of work they had to put in to get this one. They had to go all the way, contact a lot of people just to get as many people as they did and as many different people as they did. So I wonder what they're going to do with that. But I'm excited, though. I want to see kind of what's going to happen with the Cruiserweight division, and I hope it doesn't go downhill too quickly.
I'll give you credit. DJP is a good choice. He's a good choice after Zack Sabre and I'll give you that. Amy.
Who lost?
Amy. Thoughts
Yes.
on Theodore James Perkins versus Grand Metalik in the finals.
Oh my God, he actually said final. It's a miracle.
Finals. My bad.
No, I had to say something.
You shouldn't have said anything.
I know. If I don't die, here
Please
in a second. You guys don't have insurance to cover this?
We thing about that was we had the money to pay for the insurance, and then we don't have it anymore. I'm not going to explain it. Don't ask what happened.
All right.
You had to pay for the suit.
No,
yeah.
I put on a midget wrestling event, and
It failed.
it didn't fail. Just nobody showed up.
The match had honestly a good. I liked the start. It was a good technical and tactical start. Both of them are really familiar with Lucha Libre, which is pretty actually similar to Strong Style, just with a little less power, to be honest. So I thought this matchup was actually pretty good with that. And they can go high fly and they can go submission, and then their submissions aren't normal, either European submissions or the submissions we see here in the States. They're a lot more modified and a lot more painful. But TJP has got his patented head scissors counter for everything, which I love. I love that he uses it and he finds a different way to use it, whether it's in a handstand, a back handspring, or he can just be on the ground all of a sudden, throw you in a head scissors. And then not only are you in that head scissors submission, he'll find another way to incorporate another move into it. So I like it's just not the head scissors. I got to give him credit. I haven't seen this move done in a while, at least within not the indies. It was a beautiful Mutalak by TJP. One of my more favorite submissions. I am a fan of painful submissions, apparently, because that and the Gory Special are like two of my all-time favorites. But obviously, Metalik going for the tope suicida, springboard senton, and good lord, gotta show TJP over the top rope, hits a perfect Hurricanrana takedown. I want to know how he timed that, because that the timing and placement for that is so critical that's just A, amazing physics, and then B, you can just see the talent between both of them. Because TJP's got to make sure he's in the right spot too. But I lost my notes. The modified surfboard submission stretch, head scissors off the top rope onto a rope. Good lord. And TJP hitting numerous types of knee bars. I thought that was effective. Worked the knee, makes sense. And then they just went into, I'm gonna kick you, I'm gonna slap you, I'm gonna kick you, I'm gonna slap you. We saw a little bit of Kota Ibushi come out of TJP. He's like, you know what, these kicks worked on me. The hell with it. Let's try it on Grand Metalik. And Metalik just went to slap the crap out of him. And then, we see a lot more into a pin, and that got reversed into the knee bar. That was pretty interesting. A couple of beautiful wheelbarrow drop kicks, and then obviously the reversal of the Metalik driver into the knee bar for submission win. I thought that was pretty cool. Innovative. Yes, we do see a lot of TJP's knee bars, but they're not the same. He's finding different ways to put them in there. It's not just you're in the middle of the ring and I hit the knee bar. It's I'm reversing it off of something and putting it into a good combination, which I think that's what I love about cruiserweights is they're a lot about the technical and tactical stuff, and their combinations are just on point, in my opinion. And they have good chain wrestling, which makes it more interesting and not typical wrestling fans these days like that, but I don't think they completely understand and appreciate how hard that actually is and how hard it is to make that look good. So I think that's how the Cruiserweight division went downhill fast, because that is what they're like. If they're not going over the ropes or doing some high fly crazy stunt, they're technical wrestlers, and I don't think, WWE fans these days like it. The new era fans like more the, woo, Triple Suicida, Triple Cone Hero, or I'm just gonna be a really big dude and beat the crap out of you. But I hope they do well with it, and I can see they already have a character set up for TJP, his history. We saw that play out tonight. Poor man was homeless for a while. Very inspirational speech, talking about how he wears a key around his neck, about the last place he lived, and place he couldn't go back. Well, now he feels like he doesn't have to. He's made it. Congrats on that. So that's an obvious choice right there. You don't got to worry about the language barrier, like how they had to work with Shinsuke and Asuka, because those two really didn't speak a lick of English. So I think if we see Kota Ibushi, he's going to be in NXT, first of all, so they can work with him. If he does sign, he's got to be in NXT, and they can work with him language-wise. I think that's the only reason Shinsuke and Asuka both got sent there, because they're too good of stars and athletes to be down there.
Do you think Grand Metalik will suffer the same fate? Because you would think he has to be signed. There's no way they're going to put him in the finals and not have him signed.
Right. That's another point. Probably he speaks very, very little English from what I could tell and see. There's not too many of us wrestling fans who aren't from a Spanish-speaking country or family that can understand him, unless you actually learn the Spanish language and continue to learn it like I did. So that was easy for me, but I love something that I don't think too many people picked up on is if you pay attention to that crowd, they are chanting Lucha Libre. And yes, mainly that's Grand Metalik, but at the same time, that's also TJP. He trained there. And Grand Metalik, though, I don't think they would put up too much star power right away, because he's just going to get turned into he's Kalisto and Sin Cara. WWE's got two similar talents like that. So, hey, maybe he'll become a Lucha Dragon, and that'll be easy. If they team him with something like that, honestly, I think that's what they need. I think they need Kalisto or Sin Cara back in NXT if they sign him. They can work with him in that nature, help him with the language barrier. I mean, you can't get anything better than that. They're both similar styles, both came from a respected background like that. I think that would be, honestly, a perfect match. You get a veteran in there, and someone who had to go through the language barrier themselves. I think that'd be good for him. I hope he
I'm
does
I'm
get
curious.
signed.
I'm curious to what you think though. And what both of you think actually. How hard is this going to be to transition to the main roster? Just simply because of the caliber of wrestling that we saw, um, and the fact that it was just straight up just a wrestling tournament. There wasn't a ton of storyline within it. How hard is it going to be? And I feel like that's why we think we think it may falter quickly, quicker than it needs to.
We know it
Yeah,
may
like,
falter.
and I feel like how hard do you guys feel like it's gonna be to kind of transition this? Because you can promote it all you want to, um, but there has to be some way of showing, especially the kind of casual fan, or showing the other fans like what this is. Because like I think it's gonna be hard to translate to Raw, to that big stage again.
Yeah, I'll go. I will go. Mauro Cole Ross, will give my input on how they're going to translate the Cruiserweight Championship from the Cruiserweight Classic to Raw. Because we know that WWE has never had a Cruiserweight Championship ever in its existence. This is a brand new thing. No one's ever seen a Cruiserweight Championship. No one even knows what that is. So, I mean, I think it'll have an exciting start. Anytime they start a new division or start a new era, it has a good start, and then Vince starts to put his ideas in there, and it dies. It just dies. But I think it depends on how they book not even the championship, but how they book the division in general. You got to keep and not just keep storylines with the title. You have to have storylines outside of the title to keep people interested in just the division in general.
Yeah, they don't do that now. They don't do that at all now. It seems like rarely ever.
I think also kind of another thing they're going to have issues with is, like you were saying, like both of you were saying, the fans these days, especially the younger fans, the John Cena era fans, either want the big guy who can beat you up, or they want just high flying suicide. I'm just gonna say suicide dive because I'm not. But that's all they want, and I don't know if they can change that in a reasonable time to keep this division going, to get those fans to like more technical work, because obviously we like it, but we're older. We come from more of a generation where we had that. In the Attitude Era, we didn't just have all these high flyers. We had technical guys. We had, brawlers. We had different types of styles that were in the Cruiserweight division. It wasn't all just high flyers. That kind of started, late 90s, early 2000s with, like the Hardys and stuff like that. But that's going to be really hard. That's going to be one of the big issues, I think.
I'm curious to what you think about this then too. Would it be smart?
Sentence,
would it be smart? Would it be smart to, because that's what the brand split is for, to try new things, which they won't do. To try new things, wouldn't it be smart to have one of the brands? Because like I know they feel like the strategy they went with has worked, so they keep doing it, and no one can beat them. But would it be smart for them to formulate one brand in a way where it truly appeals to the hardcore fan, and see if they gain the casual fan from that? Because like this could be definitely a good testing period if they needed it. Because I feel like WWE is one of the only companies that could just throw out a big survey like this and actually, whether they get good results or not, be able to come back from it. Any thoughts on that? Either one of you?
I still think
I
that
don't know.
gonna go with its typical. Okay, the fans like high flying stuff. Let's just keep doing that, and then they're gonna get injuries, and then people are gonna be out, and gonna be the same stuff that we've had for the past couple years. Amy,
because like wouldn't this be the time to do that though?
I'm
like
trying.
that's all I'm trying to say. Like I'm just trying to figure out. Like I want to hear you guys' thoughts too. I'm sorry, I just keep thinking of things as
You keep thinking things. I have like
um,
3 questions to answer. Thanks, DJ.
I know it's like a test.
Well, Casey can answer them as he goes, and I have like 3 to back up here.
all right, go ahead, answer your 3 questions, and then
I'll. The third one yet. I don't know the third one yet. What's the third one? So I can tie it.
Remember. I don't remember the third
one. So I gotta go all the way back to will the division flop? And in my opinion, yes, the division will flop. It flopped with the light heavyweights real quick, just because it wasn't appealing to. I'm sorry, DJ, but it just wasn't appealing to the crowd. But at the same time, the state, I think it's not just the error of the fans. In my opinion, it's American wrestling versus European wrestling. European wrestling is pure tactical wrestling. You get some high-flying stuff, yes, but they are so much tactical and technical wrestling, it's not even funny. They're so used to that. And that's where all of our people from half the cruiserweights are coming from, are European-style wrestling. Besides normal, cruiserweight wrestling. They've all traveled to England and all that to do some of the indies out there. So not only is it an era thing, but it's also a location thing. But at the same time, I don't see them doing well with this at all because we're not going to get match quality by any means necessary. They're not going to give them 15 minutes. And then Raw is going to diminish in general because once you bring in something new, forget everybody else. Forget them. That's it. We got to focus on the new thing. So the rest of Raw is going downhill. And then maybe 2 months down the line, after a few good matches, pay-per-view matches, the Cruiserweight Championship is just going to go back to being a jobber title or here you go, we're going to have this quick match. Yay. They've proven to fail with that change. And this is not going to sound unfamiliar for you two at least. But when they brought the Women's Revolution in, that flopped within 3 months. It flopped. They had a great start. They had some great storylines. It wasn't just about the women's title anymore. They brought in some other stuff. Granted, at the time, their champion was really hurt. But they were able to. We saw women's wrestling, and we actually got to see them wrestle. And then 3 months on the line, we see one match, maybe a promo if we're lucky, and it's just about the title. And now even with the brand split, they can't even have a proper women's division on Raw, and SmackDown's doing wonders with that. But Raw flopped with that. All we see is Charlotte. Now Sasha's back, and Bayley is in this picture to a degree, but you don't even see that. So if they want to truly make it work, in my opinion, take the women off of Raw. That'll give you more time to promote these cruiserweights. That'll give you at least 2 good cruiserweight matches, 2 promos, and the women just go straight to SmackDown, and that's what your brand spread is for. It's for uniqueness. Raw's got cruiserweights. SmackDown's got the women. You can do something with that. But Raw's got too much crap going on. They've got the Universal title, their tag titles. So they've got the U.S. title. Now they have the women's title. Now they have the cruiserweight title. They don't got enough time to actually promote each division well, in my opinion. There was a second question in there. What the hell was it?
The second question was, because I just thought of it, would this be a smart time because this is the brand split and that's what it's for change? Wouldn't this be a good time to maybe center one show around the hardcore fans and the other show around kind of the casual fans? Because I think that's kind of the disconnect. Because WWE is the only company that could probably test this and actually come back from it if it doesn't work.
Are you talking hardcore fans as in hardcore wrestling or
Yes.
hardcore like that beat you up with a kendo stick, chair, all that?
No, I'm thinking hardcore wrestling,
Like
like
just
what this
wrestling
tournament was designed to
fans?
do.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, it could go either way with that question. That's
Oh
right.
yeah, I got you.
I think so. Like, that's kind of what I was getting at with when you split the divisions, when you take one off of the other brand. If you take the women's off of Raw, because that's where the cruiserweights are going, you can let them have those type of cruiserweight matches that they had in the CWC. You can easily input storylines because you can see the emotions, especially if certain ones sign. That's not going to be really hard for them unless it's a language barrier. Then that's what NXT is going to be used for. But I would say, yeah, but they have to change Raw. They have to take something out of it to make it work. So I say you try Raw for it because that's where your entire division's going. And then SmackDown is just going to be kind of like a developmental. It's kind of like their developmental main roster anyways, and now. So
Yeah, because I would like to see SmackDown as the kind of the wrestling show, the cater to the wrestling fan, just because it's shorter. You don't have as
yeah,
much. You don't have as much promo time to throw in it
that's
and
what I
stuff like
like as
that.
well. You get some actual pure wrestling, and yes, I'm biased for anyone who's not new to this, but the women actually get to wrestle. That's what I'm ecstatic about. And then you get some decent men's matches as well. Unlike Raw, where you've got at least a minimum of 3 jobber matches that we see. And that's not needed. You can take out the jobber matches, you can cut down a promo, and you can have a decent 15-minute match. But all they're doing is saving these matches for a pay-per-view, and then we're lucky if they're able to pull it off because they don't get the time to try and work together at all on like the Raws to try and maybe put some type of feud together or some ring chemistry, and that's where some of the things that we think will be great on the pay-per-view just flop. And I don't know, they're not going to do well by that division. It's too technical for them and for the new era fans. They just like the big moves, the flashiness. So honestly, it's too technical for them to appreciate. CWC, I think they should just keep the Cruiserweight title in that form, create their own little show. We got the Cruiserweights. Do it. You draw enough fans and attention from it. Have your own little show with it, I think. Cut an hour out of Raw, make it the Cruiserweight somewhere, I don't know, on the network. Because,
I think you put the cruiserweight on the third hour too. That's the hour where people tune out.
yeah,
If you, I mean, put this,
that's
especially
true.
now that it's fresh and new, throw it on the third hour, because that's where people tune out is the third hour.
Oh, yeah, because it ends usually on some BS promo or something stupid.
I
Casey, you
think
have something to say?
I agree because I think, and it kind of goes a little bit back when Raw was 2 hours. The second hour was Warzone, which was kind of more of more towards the adults, more towards the hardcore fans. Again, just your wrestling. So you could do that. Have that last hour be just, pure wrestling. The cruiserweights, get them excited about it again. Make it feel special again, because that third hour of Raw, first of all, you're already tired from the bullshit you got from the first 2 hours. So half the time you don't want to stay around for that last hour. Get them excited about it. Get fans excited about, wanting to stay, and not set up don't set up the main event in the opening, promo or opening segment like they always do, because that also, lets people know, okay, am I going to stick around for the main event? Because half the time it's the same main event over and over again. So,
Or something stupid.
Six-man tag.
6-man tag team match. But yeah, don't do that. Just have it be the cruiserweights. But they won't do that. Anyway, any last on the cruiserweight division or the cruiserweight classic?
Not really. Only thing is just to kind of throwing some bait out there to y'all. See if you catch it. Sorry, fishing reference.
This
I
man
wonder.
has been fishing.
I've been fishing in my life, but I'm wondering if you guys want to do, because we talk about the brand split kind of every once in a while on the videos at the end, especially. Do you guys want to do something after Clash of Champions? Will be a smart move, probably, because I know we said something about it. We did say something about it. I know Miley wanted to do it, so after Clash of Champions would be a smart move, especially after, they both had their specific pay-per-views. We've had a together pay-per-view.
I, Mauro Cole Ross, agree with that. Amy,
I agree, but at the same time, SmackDown's already promoted and booked No Mercy, so it's not going to work. It would have to be sometime really after that pay-per-view.
I feel like DJ is going to say something, so I'm waiting.
Oh no, I don't know. I mean, we could. I mean, if it we may could cut it off like before, like right after Backlash instead, if you wanted to.
It would be too hard. They've already promoted No Mercy,
well,
so I think
we're
they would
gonna
have to
run
do
into
it
this
after.
problem a lot then, though, because if you think about it, they're gonna do practically the same way.
I don't think anything will happen until the Royal Rumble. Or Survivor Series where they do Raw vs. SmackDown.
All right. Well, this has been your finals of the Cruiserweight Classic. It's been a fun, what's it been, 10 weeks, something like that, 10, 11, 13, 17. It's been a while. It's been fun. We've botched names. We've said Tope Suicida a lot. But I think for the casual fan that has maybe watched the Cruiserweight Classic, maybe they fell in love with some of these wrestlers that maybe they haven't seen before, and that might help the Cruiserweight division a little bit. Probably not, because most main roster fans still don't know what NXT is. So good job with the network. Yeah, but we will be back soon for the NXT review. Good segue. See what I did there? I talked about NXT and then I segued to NXT. Yeah. So until then, follow us on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an Instant Classic, at ICW_podcast. Go follow DD_Amy _Miley, MYLIE. And subscribe to the channel too, because then you get to, and then I have been Mauro Cole Ross with my esteemed co-hosts DJ Dalla Beal and my beautiful wife Avocado. We will see you.
We'll see for how long.
Oh, for many years to come. We will see you on the flippity dippity.